Thanks for listening to our Canvas implementation updates for the month of March. Several system enhancements as well as policy decisions are currently in the works. I will outline these with a note at the end of each item on how we will communicate further information as it becomes available. In the coming weeks, we will be provisioning a series of Canvas course shells with the prefix store for each course instructor who has content in eCampus. These should be used to temporarily store content you wish to keep from your previous courses in eCampus. The corresponding Canvas shells will not have the template applied and will follow the 1 gig file storage quota. We will retain the Canvas store shells in our instance of Canvas for a year past the sunset of Blackboard. As a reminder, Texas A&M University has Blackboard in place through August 31st, 2021, after which point the system and your content in the system will no longer be accessible. Please be on the lookout for email communication from the Office for Academic Innovation on detailed instructions and action items you will need to take if you wish to keep any content currently housed in eCampus. The Observer role is now back in SWASECT, as well as back in Compass with the LMS course Observer role description, and it's ready for use. The role will need to be assigned via department schedulers. Over the last few weeks, several use cases for a role similar to the Observer role have come to light. These use cases fall across tutors, transcriptionists, course shadowing by doctoral students, faculty peer teaching evaluations, and likely others. As we move forward with the Canvas implementation and further development of ORCA, we will evolve the Observer role and likely segment the use cases so that we can ensure roles are assigned with permission sets that match each use case. We will communicate these developments on lms.tamu.edu under a new section we are designing specific to Canvas course roles. Training requirements are now in place for the 5 course associate roles. While training requirements are necessary for any individual associated with a Canvas course section in one of the 5 course associate roles, in an effort to not be further disruptive to the semester, we will not remove individuals in course associate roles who do not currently meet training requirements. During the week of March 1st, new rules will be applied to individuals coming in via department schedulers in ORCA. Any individual not meeting training requirements will not be associated with a course section from the onset. In ORCA, there is a status tab for instructors of record and academic liaisons to check training requirements for course associate roles. For individuals who are assigned course associate roles via department schedulers, an email will be sent to the individuals lacking training indicating that training is required. For issues that arise with the process, particularly through the department scheduler workflow, we encourage you to reach out to aihelp@tamu.edu. We are working with the academic liaisons to conduct a needs assessment of third-party tools by school, college, and branch campus. We are asking the academic liaisons to submit a rank-ordered list of highest priority LTIs for this first round. The LMS Advisory Committee will devise an evaluation rubric and will make a recommendation to the LMS Executive Committee on a list of third-party tools to implement. This process will continue to evolve as we cycle through subsequent semesters and our Canvas implementation continues to mature. We will communicate updates on lms.tamu.edu under a new section in development, which will live on the Tools tab when complete. We continue to define the parameters of organizations in Canvas, which will lay the foundation for determining optimal use cases in Canvas as an extension of the student information system, outlining the request process, and syncing with an emergent storage and retention policy. As we mentioned last month, when we roll out a strategy for requesting and deploying organizations in Canvas, we encourage you to consider alternative solutions to the learning management system when appropriate. Specifically, solutions for file storage and collaboration are better suited in Google Drive and/or OneDrive. For more information on current file storage options, please see the Multimedia tab on lms.tamu.edu. We received nearly 800 service desk tickets for the month of February. 65% of tickets were related to Canvas. Our top Canvas ticket topics for the month of February were ORCA, specific to training requirements to course associate roles. The section on training requirements at the beginning of the video provided an update on this issue. We also received a number of Canvas tickets about the Observer role. The Observer role has been approved for use again by the Office of the Registrar as communicated in an earlier section of the video. Our training team continues to add new training resources to our digital library, offer live sessions, as well as host daily virtual office hours. To best support faculty as you make adjustments to learning activities as a result of the lost week of instruction in February, we have added extended virtual office hours each week. Depending on participation, we anticipate continuing to offer expanded virtual office hours through the month of March. While we ramp up our daily office hours, we will be offering fewer live training opportunities. However, our digital library is quite robust at this point. We encourage you to visit the URL on the screen for ideas, tips, and best practices for any of the tools we support across Texas A&M University's digital learning environment. As you may recall, the move to Canvas got underway in February of 2020, about the same time the LMS teams were tasked with preparing for the rapid shift to remote instruction necessitated by COVID-19. For the past year, there has been a consistent group of over 40 staff and student workers committed to the Canvas implementation, for many alongside their other responsibilities. As we approach the year mark of supporting remote instruction at Texas A&M University, we wanted to take a moment to share several notable data points associated with our Canvas implementation. As you recall, we had approximately 70 courses using Canvas during our first semester launching in Summer 2, 2020. The total number of courses published by term for Fall 2020 are as follows. Canvas at 2,688 courses and eCampus at 6,603 courses. The total number of courses published by term for Spring 2021 are as follows. Canvas at 3,980 courses, or 34% of total spring courses, and eCampus at 2,148 courses, or 19% of total spring courses. This represents an approximate 37% increase in Canvas utilization from fall to spring. To further break the Spring 2021 data down by teaching modality in Canvas, there were 518 courses taught in Canvas under the traditional modality, 930 under face-to-face with remote option, 634 under mixed, 1,418 under remote only, and 339 fully online, with another 140 courses falling across hybrid, video, or unknown modes. Shifting to service desk data, from March 2019 through January 2020, we had approximately 6,500 tickets. During the same period, from March 2020 through January 2021, we had nearly 13,500 tickets. This represents a 106% increase in service desk tickets from March 2019 through January 2020 to March 2020 to January 2021. On the training front, we have hosted over 800 individuals in daily virtual office hours sessions from June 2020 through the present. Between the August 2020 and January 2021 intensive Canvas-led training sessions hosted by Kenneth Rogers of Instructure, over 1,100 Texas A&M University course instructors have participated. And over 1,400 course instructors got a running start with teaching in the digital learning environment during the week of March 16, 2020, when we prepared for the transition to remote instruction as a result of COVID-19. We want to particularly thank you all, the faculty. Your use of the digital learning environment over the past year account for the real impact on teaching and learning at Texas A&M University that substantiate these data. Please let us know how we can continue to support you with your digital learning environment needs by reaching out to aihelp@tamu.edu or visiting our daily virtual office hours.